So, hello everybody. Not sure anyone can hear me or not. I'll have to check if the recording is working. But on today's flight, we're gonna get to do a little local flight, Reading and probably Kingsclere must. So, just getting ready here. I hope this thing is recording. So got the plane going already. Have my checklist. We're flying the Tecnam P2002JF today, and let's adjust the altimeter. And as always, follow the procedure here on my checklist. I got radio checks. Radio is on, altimeter check and set, directional gyro in this case.
Golf to the Delta, entry 80 set, descending dead side, squawking 7010.
Golf to the Delta, roger, report downwind, second traffic is turning downwind, P2028.
Okay, copy traffic, report downwind, Golf to the Delta.
Okay, we adjust that, and then we're gonna get some clearance for taxi, and also the runway details. Blackbushe information, Able 01, request a radio check, airfield information and taxi for local.
Heavy 01, Blackbushe information, redundancy 5, taxi Alpha 1, runway 25, left-hand circuit, the QNH is 1000 hectopascals. Approaching QNH 1012.
Taxi holding Alpha 1, runway 25, left-hand, QNH is 1012, Able 01. So we adjust our QNH to 1012, that's just the pressure.
Golf Bravo is ready for departure.
And we have Alpha 1 as a holding, and runway today at Blackbushe is 25.
Golf Bravo is taking off.
So we have
Bravo Mike, late downwind, runway 25, full stop.
Bravo Mike, full final.
Bravo Mike.
tanks are full. Gonna check the brakes. Brakes are holding. And also just want to check the turn coordinator.
Golf to the Delta, downwind to land.
Make sure that when we turn right.
You want to head before final, Golf to the Delta.
Ball turns left, the little plane turns right. And vice versa when we turn left. So just checking our turn coordinator there.
Bravo Mike, turning final runway 25.
Bravo Mike, runway 25, land your discretion, surface wind 250, 5 knots.
Bravo Mike.
This particular plane has been adapted for
Blackbushe, Golf, Lima Echo, Golf.
disabled flying.
Blackbushe, Golf, Lima Echo, Golf, system 182 inbound from the west, DTA 25. I have 25 left hand 1012 QNH. Golf, Golf.
Okay, so we just park into wind.
25, left-hand circuit, RQ.
Do our power checks here.
Report entering the ATZ to the west.
But if you're wondering why do I have this thing here, this is for, like I said, it's adapted for disabled flying.
Copy the traffic, report entering the ATZ down the QFE 1000, 25 left hand, Golf, Golf, Golf.
Blackbushe information, Golf Bravo November Romeo Papa, request airfield information and radio check on 122.305.
Golf Bravo November Romeo Papa, Blackbushe information, redundancy 5, taxi Alpha 1, runway 25, left-hand circuit with a QNH of 1012.
Readability 5, also taxi Alpha 1,
Okay, so
25 left-hand circuit, QNH 1012.
we've done our taxi checks.
Golf Romeo Papa.
Landing lights as required, brakes and steering instruments. Parking brake is on.
See you later.
So before takeoff, generator warning light is out. Electric fuel pump on. Check fuel pressure, maybe goes up a little bit. Fuel selector checked and changed to fullest tank. So we'll change to the right tank there. And then throttle to 1700 RPM and make sure the brakes are holding. So brakes are holding.
Brother Mike, request taxi.
I'm gonna check
Bravo Mike, Roger, taxi park.
Brother Mike.
our magnetos and a maximum drop of 130 RPM and 50 RPM between. That's okay. Carve it on. Max drop, it's 100 RPM. Which is just about 100 RPM there. Now we go into idle. So idle is holding there at about 700 or 800 RPM, and we go back to 1200. Check our flaps. And we set for takeoff. Check our pitch stream. So we're just gonna go all the way up and then all the way down. Just make sure it's working. I can't physically see it, but okay, and now I'm gonna set it to neutral. Instruments checked once again. Canopy and harnesses locked and secure, so we can lock this now. It's quite nice weather today, so it's a little bit warm. And of course, we always check our NOTAMs as we go along. But this is more or less the circuit I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Reading, down to Upper Blackbushe there, and then come back to Blackbushe. There's an area here of exercise schedule, but that is up to 1300 feet, so just need to be aware of that. I'll probably be about 2,500 feet there, or I'll just avoid the area
Take off your discretion
and go back that way.
Taking off C5, Golf Tango Tango.
So that software I'm using is Skydemon,
Taxi the fuel.
from Zero Alpha Blackbushe station.
and turns out it's quite a good one.
Fuel, first taxi fuel, thank you.
So, canopy is nice, it's locked, and controls full and free. And then we have a transponder code as required, in this case is 7010. And we start transmitting there. Pitot heat as required, is quite hot today, don't need a pitot heat. And landing light as required, so. And now we can go and line up.
Golf Bravo, November, Romeo, Papa, Alpha 1 ready.
Golf Romeo Papa, runway acquired, runway 25, report lined up.
Report lined up 25, Golf Romeo Papa. Golf Romeo Papa lined up 25.
Romeo Papa, runway 25, take off your discretion, surface wind is calm.
Taking off 25, Golf Romeo Papa.
Okay, so we'll just wait for that plane to take off and just have a quick look here. Our time rates. Best angle 56 knots, best rate 66 knots on this plane. Rotate at 40 knots, 42 knots. Right. Blackbushe information, Able 01, ready for departure.
01, runway 25, take off your discretion, surface wind 2705 knots.
Taking off my discretion, runway 25, left hand, Able 01. Okay, so we just line up and we are good to go. So just check the temperatures and pressures, all is good, and we are ready to go. Full throttle.
Blackbushe information, Golf Bravo, Zulu Echo Bravo, requesting taxi fuel.
Bravo Zulu Echo Bravo, Blackbushe information, taxi fuel.
Taxi fuel, Golf Echo Bravo.
And climb.
Golf Tango Tango, Z280Z for general handling. I will call you for rejoin in about 20 minutes.
Golf Tango Tango, roger. Caution traffic reported northwest for join.
Tango Tango.
So once we go above 500 feet, we'll get the flaps up. Climb, have a quick look ahead, and keep climbing. And we're gonna go towards
Golf traffic update, I've had 3 fixed wing recently depart to the local area in northwest.
towards Reading.
Golf, and got about 5 miles run.
So there's London TMA here, so we can't go above 2,500 feet for this section. So we'll climb to around 2,000 feet. And keep a good lookout for other aircraft. Blackbushe is quite busy. Inbound aircraft and also aircraft taking off.
Blackbushe information, Golf Bravo, Zulu Echo Bravo, requesting taxi fuel.
Station call in, taxi fuel steps on, say again, call sign.
Blackbushe information, Golf Bravo, Zulu Echo Bravo, requesting taxi fuel.
Go Bravo, taxi fuel.
Taxi fuel, Golf Echo Bravo.
Able 01, leaving towards the northwest and changing to Farnborough 125.250.
Golf entering ATZ to the northwest, 1,200.
Golf, the circuit short 7010, report downwind runway 25.
7010, that's report downwind, Golf.
Able 01, changing to Farnborough 125.25.
Able 01, roger.
Okay, so
Good day from Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
I think the radio's got a little bit.
Raven 7 Romeo Echo Farnborough radar 0460.
So 2,000 feet.
0460, Raven 7 Romeo.
Raven 7, okay. Please dimension traffic on your left is now turning away towards Whitehall.
Central here, 2,000 feet.
Copy the traffic, Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
And head towards Reading. Right, not to climb. Now we can get rid of the fuel pump. And
Okay, sorry, did you say you're going to start at the Guildford area and then slowly track northbound doing your east-west track?
so we have fuel.
Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
Okay.
Fuel is on, fuel pump off. And we have R for radios. Radios are set. I'm going back to Blackbushe and we're going to do some circuits when I get back. And engine temperatures and pressures are good. D is for DI, so our DI.
Farnborough West, this is Golf Bravo November Romeo
Around,
Papa requesting basic service.
33 there.
Golf Bravo November Romeo Papa Farnborough radar pass.
Number there.
Golf Bravo November Romeo Papa P2002JF from Blackbushe to Beccles, currently
And
2,400 feet.
altimeter or altitude is 2,100.
2 POV, route in to Kingsclere, then Bullington Cross, and then to Fairmark, request basic service.
Golf Romeo Papa QNH correct basic service, squawk 0432.
So we're just getting to Reading
Basic
now.
service finish, correct.
The area of the London TMA is
Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
it's actually 3,000.
Good, Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
So we could
7 Romeo Echo, you are initially cleared to cross Farnborough controlled airspace, not above altitude 2,000 feet. CFR, hold at the M3 junction for VRP.
Just across the Farnborough.
Reading here.
2,000 feet VFR. Hold at the M3 junction. Confirm the junction 4, Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
And
Junction 4 is north
we have,
and northeast of
the Reading
Farnborough,
Stadium
range of 2.5 miles.
Junction 4 is north and east of Farnborough. Thanks. Water, Raven 7
and
Romeo
we
Echo.
have the M4 motorway.
Sierra Golf, request frequency change to Popham 129.805.
Sierra Golf, squawk conspicuity, bye.
So the M4 just goes right next to the stadium. So now I'm gonna call Farnborough and ask for basic service. Farnborough radar, Able 01, request basic service.
Able 01, Farnborough radar pass your message.
Able 01 is Tecnam from Blackbushe to Blackbushe via Kingsclere. 1 POV, currently 2,300 feet, QNH 1012, request a basic service.
Able 01, QNH correct, basic service, squawk 0440.
QNH correct, basic service, squawk 0440, Able 01.
Farnborough radar, Golf Charlie, Kilo Victor Victor, basic service.
Okay, so
Golf
they
Charlie,
just
Kilo
give
Victor Victor,
us
Farnborough radar, pass your message.
squawk
Golf Charlie, Kilo Victor Victor, Fairx to PA28, Fairx to Fairx, returning from the coast, approaching Hindhead
keep an eye on
at 2,200 on 1012, request basic service.
Golf Victor, Victor QNH correct. Basic service, squawk 0450. 0450 and 10112, Golf Victor, Victor, basic service.
Hey, so I have my Sky Demon here, and we're going pretty much on the planned route there. Towards sort of a green and common, and then we can look for the mast, the Kingsclere mast. So when I did my training, I used to do flights to the Kingsclere mast, and that was my challenge, to find it and get myself back to Blackbushe. And that was very challenging at the time when you're learning. But nowadays, obviously, is a lot easier for me to spot.
Golf Oscar Hotel 11 miles north of Sandown, request change to Sandown radio 119.280. Last station on the phone, say again please. Golf Bravo Whiskey Oscar Hotel 11 miles north of Sandown, request change to Sandown radio 119.280. Golf Oscar Hotel, call Security, bye. Golf Security, thanks very much, Golf Oscar Hotel. China 02, we'll be losing two-way with you in a bit. Squawk on Security, suggest over to Boscombe, bye.
On Security, many thanks. Bye now.
So,
7 Romeo Echo in 1 mile radar control.
Already control there, 7 Romeo Echo.
7 Romeo Echo will be at least a few holes due to inbound for Farnborough. The first one of which is unit 12 o'clock, 7 miles, 3,000 feet descending.
Also copy the traffic, 7 Romeo Echo.
So the plan I had today was actually to go to Kemble Airport, Cotswolds Airport, but I forgot that actually they close on Mondays, and as a result, I decided to just have a local flight to keep current, so I can.
Okay, that's junction 4 there. If you can start to take up the hole, please.
Hold it, 7 Romeo Echo.
Can plan my Kemble flight next flight. Having said that, today is a really nice day, and it looks like the next few days is going to rain a lot. So I don't know when I'll be doing that next flight.
7 Romeo Echo. The inbound for Farnborough is southeast TV by about 2 miles, shortly to pass behind. If you just complete that one orbit and then roll out on a south-southeasterly track.
Couple of traffic will complete this orbit and roll out on south-southeasterly track. Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
So it seems to be quite busy out there today. These fuel gauges are, that one's gone to full now, and that one's reading a little bit less. However, before that was reading a bit less, and so you always need to check, really, obviously, when you do your checks before you go flying, you check your fuel tanks. My fuel tanks were fairly full, and
Raven 78 Romeo Echo, the inbound to Farnborough is a Piaggio 180
and you can
south,
see, you can't really
2 miles now, passing 1,100 feet.
quite
Thank you for the traffic, Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
which is a little bit of what my car is doing today. My Mercedes, I put fuel yesterday, 100 pounds worth of fuel, and suddenly the gauge was showing half tank.
Echo, that track looks good. If you could just stay on that track, please, and to advise.
So I checked.
Maintaining track, Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
So we've got the next one in the bound is at Guildford, but we're cutting you through then against that, and then we'll assess if I can get you a little bit higher to start your first run.
No worries, we are currently having some camera issues, so we wouldn't mind holding off just to the east of your CTR, Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
7 Echo, perfect. Let's play just down this track, and I'll release you through nav shortly.
Raven 7 Romeo Echo.
So So as I was saying, my S-Class, its fuel gauge is also failing. It's showing half tank when I go fairly full tank. And I checked for any fuel leaks, but there was nothing. So I had a look on the internet, and it looks like it might need the fuel gauge, which might be in the tank. So I'll have to look into that later. That will be another video for another time, which will be pretty soon, because I don't really like driving it with a faulty fuel gauge. So we just arrived in here at Upper, what is it, Bucklebury? Is that how you say it? I have no idea, but Green and Common is just down there. We'll do a little turn here, so we can sort of point the camera down there.
Okay, next inbound to Farnborough, I mentioned earlier, is now in your left 9 o'clock, 5 miles. He's 2,500 feet. Shortly to turn left towards Farnborough to go behind you. It's a Challenger 300.
Which I think was a disused runway. Long runway.
Okay, roger. You can take up your navigation towards the Guildford area if that's where you want to hold off.
Navigation for Guildford, and we'll return when we're ready. Thanks, Raventon, Romeo.
Okay, that's understood.
And we've been gradually going up, so now we are
Raven 7 Romeo. Okay, the clearance still stands on about 2,000 feet, so if while you're inside controlled airspace, there's a radar control with a traffic service if you do leave.
About 2,000 feet on radar control inside, traffic service outside, Raventon, Romeo.
Farnborough radar, afternoon 203, request to on transit. Last station calling for a zone, pass your message again. Hello, it's Ridge 03, Belfast.
And it's very visible, this visibility today is quite good. It's a bit hazy on the distance, but it is fairly clear, so the mast will be, I should really see it already, but let's do a little turn here.
Service QNH 1012, scorecard and grid 03.
Okay, yes, I can spot the mast. It's a little bit difficult to see because it's kind of blending in with the ground. But as we get a little bit closer, we might be able to see it. And I may just go down to
7010, goodbye.
2,000 feet, so we can see that mast. So it's important to know the mast elevation,
not above altitude 1,004 feet,
because you want to be well clear of it. And so, like I said, that was my, during my flight training, I did quite a few trips from Blackbushe to this mast in order to familiarize myself with the area and find my way on the map. So I always carry my map. I've only started using SkyDemon. This is the second time I'm using it, to be honest. Recommended by everyone. But I was always using my map, and I always